Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Diablo 3. My name is Wilfred and this is season 11. I'm playing with my friend Zooboo as well as his brother Darkna and my wife Cup. They are very kind, Zooboo and his brother very kind to bring us through the Conquest, one of the quests, which is to do the boss mode. Now boss mode has to be done in Torment 10. You have to kill off all 16 bosses within 20 minutes, so around about a minute or so you have to down one boss. It could be rather difficult because of the walking distance, because of the animation of certain bosses and so on. I think it's best to be done in a group. Now, I know some of you are new to it, and by the way, I'm going to time myself the moment we start this game and see how long we really took to do it. So now, this video is just to give you an idea of how to play this, boss mode, because I know some of you are very kind of new to the whole kind of like Diablo 3 season. I mean, for me, I was kind of like very new to the whole season journey. I didn't really know a lot of stuff, but I kind of like try my best to do things. And so right now we all split up here, and I think I went to the wrong one because I'm supposed to go to Material, but I went to Uriel. So, but I think it's all right. Somehow, one way or the other, I think they sort of like know what to do. So now, what happened in this kind of like setting is that three of us were the runners. So myself, Zooboo, and his brother Darkna were the runners. My wife couldn't really run because she's not quite familiar with the map, and she got a little bit confused about how to teleport and so on. So the idea is this: all three of us run to the places and try to get as far as we can to the entrance of the dungeon. As you can see, I'm kind of new to the whole thing, so I'm still trying to find my way on where things are. But the idea is that once one of us found the entrance of the dungeon and trigger it, the other two runner does a teleport back to town and then accept the invite. Now, because after the fight, you could teleport back to town using the waypoint of the adventure map, and you do not need to use like kind of like your own teleport. So now this is the case whereby I use Land of the Dead, I freeze everything, I teleport back to town before I accept. So I have accepted it, and everybody else have accepted it, and we try to do one boss here, which is Adria. So now the timer is already 1 minute 55 seconds. So Adria is down. So there is already 2 minutes down. We are supposed to do 1 minute per boss. So as of this very moment, we are kind of behind time and we are trying to steal loot and stuff like that. But then after that, I could go back to the the town using the waypoint from the map itself, and then go through the the teleport that I've started, and I can start to sort of like try to get to the places I need to go, which is the Uriel. And as you can see, I'm kind of like still a little bit lost and not quite sure where exactly to go. But at least I contribute a little bit. Now this was the third attempt, because I think in the first two attempts my wife and I weren't quite sure what to do, and so we just stay in town or just trying to walk together to find the entrance. But we kind of missed the whole encounter by 1 or 2 minutes, so we fail. So now I also contribute as the walking part, and this is the first time I'm doing it, so I'm sort of like totally kind of like lost in a sense, and I got stuck somewhere there as well. But I think I'm close to finding the entrance, and I'm going to get the first entrance there, which is the so this is the one that I found, which is Uzera. So we got it. And now the rest of the people are going back to town, like Zooboo and Darkna is going back to town. They open a portal, and after that we all converge together. And this is one of the fights that is also rather interesting. Two phases approach. Now 3.5 minutes have passed already, and we have only completed one boss so far. So as you can see, and I'm saving my Land of the Dead because I wanted to use that to freeze the targets around me when I need to open a portal in the middle of a fight. So that's done. And then after that, I have to find out which way to go. 4 minutes have passed. We have only done 2 bosses. So as you can see, we are sort of like really behind time. and I'm going to attempt to do the other one, the Marthel, which I need to find it. But before I get there, I've already been accepted to the Spider Queen. So as you can see, it's getting faster and faster once we get the long one out of the way. And this is the Queen Spider. So that should be rather straightforward, I hope. Queen Arania. So that's done. Okay, so we have 3 bosses down, about 4 minutes and 43 seconds. Then I still need to get to my the boss up there for the Act 5. So yeah, and I sort of, actually I'm kind of familiar with this map because I've been doing this for quite some time. I think, and then I look at, yeah, so one of my friends already there, so he's fast, and I'm thinking like, okay, fine, you know, I'll try to find another one. So it's like, we are not that coordinated in some sense because, you know, they are brothers, probably play with each other nearby. I don't really have a mic to coordinate from there. So it's a little bit of like, you know, mismatch here and there. I hope overall, you know, things are going fine, and this is going to be the 4th boss coming up. And this is a 2-phase one, pretty long. Yeah, it's just waiting for him to die like Diablo. It's just taking a while. Yeah, looking back.
I understand so
And
much
again,
more.
Paragon level. Right, so that's done. We have done the 4 bosses in about 6 minutes. So we are trying to gain back time. Now then, we have the. Then I decided to, maybe I should go and try to get the butcher. Oops, you know, that is like, I think someone went to go to the butcher because I saw someone went to the butcher. I think maybe I can't remember why I stopped. I go to a Skeleton King. No, I've decided not to. So sort of like, I don't know why I couldn't quite, like, you know, decide. Maybe Asmodan. Yeah, because before that we have agreed on the on the act kind of like sequence. I think Act 1 is going to be the last one. So I was, you couldn't really hear there. I was just talking to my wife on like, where should we go? Where should we go? And my wife, although she's in town, but she's monitoring where everybody were. In terms of like, she's giving me real-time information like they are there or they are there. So I'm trying to like, you know, just get back to the act because I think for me it's a little bit confusing, you know,
An interesting opponent.
on the whole thing. I try not to die here as well. Yes, for me it's a little bit confusing because there's a lot of rushing going on and I'm the most inexperienced one. And now, so this is the one that I will go in. And I got bummed out, and I just need to make sure that I teleport to town. Yep. So done, and then we have the maiden. So after that, I can continue from where I was, so I don't need to go back from the beginning, which is the checkpoint again. So yeah, so there are now. So going back to town, and here we go. I think there was a goblin somewhere, somehow. Alright, so this is yet another spider. So that's done, that's fine. And there's bounty, so I mean there are some like, you know, gems here and there. So 5 bosses in about 8 minutes, so it's still kind of behind time quite a fair bit looking back. But that's okay. I mean, all we need to do just going back to the. I was trying to see which one is town, so I was screaming to my wife like, "Where are we? Where are we? Where should I go back to?" I think we should be the Bastion Keep. Yeah, a lot of like confusion going on, and then I jump back to my portal, and then after that, continue where I was. Happy time, and this is almost Asmodan, just right in front anyway. Okay, and after that it's like, okay, fine. Someone else has started the gate, so I just going back town, except this one. So I'm just waiting for, I think waiting for Zooboo to get in. So this is a Sage Breaker. I believe this should be the 6th boss, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, so this should be the 6th boss. We are 9 minutes, so we're still behind because 6 boss supposed to be at most 8 minutes, so we're still behind time, but then we'll soon catch up on this one because I'll get Asmo done straight away. Now I'm just trying to get my essence up, and I'm just like, these are dancing, don't you think so? It's kind of funny kind of animation. Alright, so number 7 box is so this is the 7th one.
Give it more time.
So that's Asmo done, and the next one, so that is done about 9 minutes and 45 seconds on the 6th one. Or 7th one, sorry. I lost track already. So, soon it'll get a little bit faster because, we've done the... So I think maybe I should do a 4th one. So I was still debating with my wife, which one should I go? Izua or Diablo. I think maybe Izua is the one that I'm more familiar with, maybe. And good thing about it is because the bounty is also for Izura, that's why, there's a pointer there. So it's a lot easier. And then after that, there's boss. I was thinking maybe I should should I just go and, go back to town first or whatnot? And I was like, why not I try? And now I was being disturbed. And then after that, I say, wow, why not I try again? And I get disturbed again. So after that, I say, well, why don't I try again? Looking back, it's quite scary because at that moment I was just about to get smashed. So Darakna is also back. So after that, I think he will accept it. And there you go, Butcher. So now it should be a bit faster here and there. So that's done. So now I have to go back to town. And then I was thinking, which town was I from? I have to go back to the High Heaven and then say, oops, where's the town? Where's the town? I think looking back, yes, after that, okay, that's fast. And I've got the letter, which is the Grom. Yeah, so as you can see, it's a lot faster now because mine will be coming up next. I have to find out where was I? 4. Yep. So it's 12 minutes mark coming up. Right, so we continue where things are.
Creature will die. I must wait.
And there's a chess event that I didn't intend to click onto it, but I did. I don't know why.
That needs to recharge.
And after that I found it, I was quite happy.
I must wait.
And yay! So I did it. I opened another one. We've got about, I think, less than 8 minutes left on this one. Just waiting for people to go back to town. So Zooboo has done it, and now looking for, so everybody has done it.
I must wait.
Darakna also there. My wife Cup is always there because she's just staying in town to monitor where's everybody.
My essence is too low.
So that's done. Pick up a ring just in case it's a primal ancient. Not, I haven't seen one yet. Then after that, we have about 7 minutes left. Either Diablo or I look around. I think people have been doing quite a lot of things already. So I think it's time to do a. So we've done the 3. Maybe before I figure out which one to do, there's yet another one.
Give it more time.
And reckon off. That's done. It's Torment 10 anyway. We are all rather well geared, I think. But it doesn't matter. Torment 10 isn't that hard. So I'm not that. So that is the new boss that we can ignore. So we are just I'm just going to Magna. I think Magda. Because I was confused with the Sudan Ku kind of dungeon. It could be quite easy, but I just get confused. Yeah, I think someone is already there. Maybe I should try something else. I'm not. Maybe Beliar. So I've decided to go to Beliar. And this is a fixed map, so I'm very, very familiar with the fixed map. Or where things are. But same as the Skeleton King as well. I mean, you know exactly where the entrance is. There's no randomness to it. So I was just trying to go. And there are a whole bunch of nonsense here.
That needs to recharge.
Yeah, I think I better kill them because they are mortar. And while I'm waiting, it doesn't really matter.
Decay and rot.
So some actually went back to town, and I'm just waiting for everybody to join. And Beliar is one that has a lot of animation. Yeah, otherwise rather straightforward. It's just that because there's quite a lot of phases to it. The walking in part isn't that bad. We have about less than 5 minutes and 4.5 minutes that we have to complete. Lots of flies, Beliar. So yeah, with that said, that is, at least mine is done. And I think we are close to the end already. We have about 4 minutes left. Sudanku, Magda, someone is doing it. So I was thinking, where else can I go? Really, we have done this part, Skeleton King maybe. But I don't think I got a chance to even rush to Skeleton King before like there's another boss like Diablo come up. So it's just a couple more. I think we just need Diablo, we need Skeleton King, we need Magda. I think that will be it. And about, right now, I'm looking at the clock, about 3.5 minutes left, thereabout. Actually, how did we do it? We were cutting it pretty close, I guess. There's a lot of animation, huh? Wow, we are cutting it really close. Think about it. And this guy takes forever to die. Like, I'm looking at the clock right now. He took like a full, I think, "20 seconds." He took 20 seconds to, well, more than that actually by the time the loot come. So yep. So that is it, and I think with that said, we only left with one more, which is Skeleton King. So I think everybody just head over there. We have about 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes more than that left. Okay, so this Magda, not Skeleton King yet. So that is done. So now, very last one come. We have about 2.5 minutes left. We were cutting quite close though. Think about it. We were cutting really, really close. That was the last one, 2.5 more minutes, and we will be there. Oh no, there's still a student coup as well. It's like I can never get to the other one. Wow. So we have about 2 minutes and 15 seconds left. So I sort of like, and we were still trying to open up the. So we have exactly 2 minutes left from now. Now it's Skeleton King, which is the last one. I think we're up to this part. We are like quite like tired already. I was trying to see what else are we missing. Are there any places that we need to go? So yeah, I mean that is really the last boss we are going in about 2 minutes, and yep. So that is the Skeleton King in about 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes. We have to do it within 2.5 minutes. Well, I didn't have a stopwatch. I would be rather like, scary. I think like right now is 2 minutes and 20 seconds. I think everybody is popping their ultimate. And that is it. We have about 1 minute and 7 seconds left. I think around there, about that. So I think we have about another minute to spare, and I think that is good news. We get to get it sorted. So I've completed 2 conquests for this conqueror. I just need to augment one of the legendary into or set item into with the legendary gem, and yeah, I mean that's about it. And I hope through this video, at first when I approached the season, I wasn't sure whether that can be done or not, but I'm rather happy that things can be done. And I hope you are enjoying your season 11 as well, and all the best in whatever you do. And do look me up in game, and we'll play together. Goodbye.